We must play. It is time for Golf Club Wasteland. Oh, here we go. Here we go. New game. Who dis? You gotta love it. I hope the story is as good as I've been led to believe. I looked it up. It's like 2 to 3 hours to beat this, so we're doing it. We're doing the dang thing. Yay, new game. Let me know if the volume's loud enough too for this new game. Sometimes it's different. All references to public figures and events, even when based on real people, are entirely in a fictional universe. After the great ecological catastrophe, the ultra-rich moved to the Tesla city on Mars. Now, citizens of Mars take charter flights to Earth and play golf in the ruins of civilization. Dun, dun, dun. Golf Club Wasteland. Yes. Oh. Ooh, look at those wind turbines. Oh my God, are those all leaflets on the ground? Welcome to Wasteland. I ran to the restricted area where the taxi ship landed. Oh, I love it already.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Radio nostalgia?
Hello, all you Martians out there. It's your turn, fixed foot soul, with a bit of that old world flavor. You're tuned to Radio Nostalgia from Mars. Breathe easy, kick back, and reminisce.
Breathe easy, kick back,
explain
reminisce.
to me this project called humanity. Don't let go.
Vibes.
On this ride, there will be no surprise. All I know is that we shouldn't be sad when we think of the road ahead. Take my hand.
I didn't quite get there.
Don't let go.
Yes!
I know we won't get lost. Oh no. Take my hand. Don't let go. The signs are fake and the maps are false, but we must go.
I really gotta get used to these physics. We're gonna play an uphill. Okay. Like triple bogey that par 3. The voice is such a good golf voice.
Whisper direction.
Usually, a group would arrive, but not this time.
As we drift through this metropolis,
Zoom in and out.
take your earphones off.
Look at the cow.
To me,
Cow back there.
and I'll guide you through this.
It's guarded. It's a guarded cow.
But they've nothing to say. Well, anyway, know the way.
Hole in one. There we go.
Take my hand.
New diary entry unlocked.
Don't let
It
go.
became my habit to watch them play from behind the fence.
I know we won't get lost. Oh no, wait.
Be wary of
Take
water.
my hand.
There's the dude
Don't
behind the
let
fence.
go.
This music.
The signs are fake and the maps are false, but we must go on.
It's my diary. Oh, I gotta get. But here I am. So many lonely, guilt-ridden years have passed. Alright, gotta do good to get the story.
is that we shouldn't be sad when we think of the right
Have to reach R or under to progress to the next level. That seems... Story mode. I think we're gonna get the story either way, so we should probably do the challenge. Try to get R. Alright, I think it's starting. This is it. This is the start. Welcome to the stream if you're just joining us. The music is really good. I hope it's not too loud for y'all. Let me know if it is. Look at those birds over there.
Radio Nostalgia from Mars. Wow, what a way to start the show. Anna Churchin would take my hand, her sublime take on our wonderful project called Humanity. Beautiful. Plenty more to come into Soul Show, a show packed with stories and music to remind ourselves of where we are and how far we've come.
This is a whole golf trip based on
The
nostalgia.
show calls it like it is, and was a hard-hitting look back at the last days on Earth from the perspective of a shrewd businessman and loving father. Stories, memories, the good old days, original sources, authentic tales, hope, inspiration, drama. Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
I worked in oil, brokering gasoline to be exact. It's a strange business, probably not like you would actually imagine it to be.
What is this story?
My day started something like this. I check Reuters and my sheets. See if there's been a change in the fundamentals. See if the spread's up or down. And then when the clock strikes go, I'm on the phone. I could be calling some commercial shop in Bumble, Kansas, where little old Sue loves to know how my daughter's doing. Or I could be trying to get into the head of a powerful Russian who knows the world wants his phone number.
Oh, I was trying to bounce
That's
it.
when the psychology kicks in, and I go to work. If they pick up the phone, they're mine. That's the deal.
What is
I
this?
started when I was 29, 30. My boss was a coked-up, perma-tanned moron who was wasted by lunch. More money than sense.
Get it?
Screaming at waiters because, you don't drink gin out of a glass like that. And Caesar salad is supposed to have 8 pieces. 8 pieces of chicken, you stunted fool. Stunted fool was his favorite insult. It's coming from a guy who was 5 foot and nothing.
Oh, this one I can bounce off of.
That was pretty much my life, 24/7. I traveled a lot, meeting clients all over the world. The Amazon, the Gulf, Siberia, Central Asia, the States, Singapore, everywhere. Looking back, I can't claim that I ever would recommend that life, nor can I claim that I was ever really happy doing it. But it was fun. I mean, talk about your share of moments. There was this one girl, some strange mix of Algiers and Paris, with some sprinkle of Havana. A dancer, naturally.
Settle.
So
Settle.
pretty. She'd turn a priest's head or give a nun a...
Give it
Sometimes I wonder what happened to her. But we all had the same feeling. This can't last. And sure enough, we were right. First, you couldn't drink the water. Then you couldn't eat the crops.
This is the
And pretty
tale
soon,
of
we wouldn't be able to
Uncle
breathe
Fixer.
in air.
Welcome to Radio
I remember looking at Emmy and
Nostalgia.
wondering what kind of a future would she have. So I decided to do something
Get
about
over it. There it is. There it is. There it is.
The Mars project was Plan B for planet Earth, which was most evidently
Left
the
foot
family and I had
backwards.
already put down roots in Tesla City by the time the great catastrophe really hit. The corporation knew my contacts in the world of drilling and refining would be useful, so I adapted my skills to something more practical.
I don't want to interrupt this guy. This is so good.
Now we are all that keeps this little planet running. Mining those Martian chemicals for the battery banks, Martian cement for the buildings. My pure little Emma has a future. When
In
somebody sits
Martian?
down and writes this all up for the history books, it might just be men like me they'll be hailing as heroes.
Maybe.
It's men like me who saved humanity.
Maybe.
Men like me who took us further than we ever dreamt possible.
That's bold wishes. They don't ever remember the miners.
Radio nostalgia.
I have to
from
stay on the golf
Mars.
course. The
Some pretty
corporation will be
stuff.
suspicious if I roam
Reminds
off.
us that
When a
all
couple of
kinds ended up
golfers
here to Mars,
disappear, better
but
stay
we're all in it
safe.
together now.
I'll break
and
my neck
remain
on shipping
creatures
containers
of
with
the
these
world.
mutant seagulls on drugs.
You're a tight beam to Radio Nostalgia from Mars. Music for the lost days of Earth.
Every morning I like to look at the sky. I whisper a word or two, and it glows right back at you.
Wild, wild, wild.
The smell of coffee and of bread. The news is sad. The children laugh. You were in me, now out of bed. Ready for the big bad world.
And a test
Reaches up.
Dude, this soundtrack so far. There's Alphaville. I should stop by Jean-Luc's for a warm croissant and espresso. I see someone move on that fence. I'm starting to see things. Must be the shock of coming back. Dude. Burned bridges. Once they spotted me and tried to hunt me down. Is this like the greenskeeper of the golf course?
Wish that
Vote populist. Oh, that's so sad.
whisper a
Oh my gosh.
they bounce right
This
back
game
off
so far
you.
is
The smell of eggs
doing things for me.
hot concrete. The papers twist. The children sing. Pull them back. The paint white sheets. The city wolves show their sharp steel teeth. Hello, reaches up.
I might quit talking and just enjoy the vibe.
Reaches up. Reaches up the world.
Little fire, little fire. Welcome to the second toll where we are sponsored by the Populist Party. Oh god! Oh! Oh no! Way too hard. Too much Mario Golf happening here.
Was the sky
Good thing it's a puzzle game and we can just redo it. Not like real golf. Oh boy.
but they seem quite lost on
Oh Jesus Christ, this is...
the smell of
I am not going to be able to get back up there.
blood from stone. The
Nope.
news is lost.
Alright.
The children
Goodbye, ball.
enter the rat race to
I already want the soundtrack for this.
embrace a new cold skyless dome.
Stop. Stop. Settle.
Reaches up the world.
There we go. Okay. 2 strokes. Got both the notes.
Reaches up the world.
Your home away from home. Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Creatures of the world. Now
Yo,
That's
he's back.
Attracted takes us back. Stefan Milenkovic pining for blue
Blue
skies.
skies whilst
whilst
musing on the games we play.
play.
Yes. Yes. is.
Just a reminder that until further notice, there is a moratorium on all team leaders playing card and board games with their teams, following an incident over a game of Monopoly in Section C.
What
All
happened in
senior
Section
team
C?
leaders will convene for emergency counseling and anger management courses.
Oh my
Until then,
goodness.
there'll be no intersectional board game tournaments and no games with groups larger than 4 people at a time per team.
Oh, the
In the
post-apocalyptic
interim,
future is
teams
bad.
are encouraged to take advantage of the half-ration special on
But it's not too
Omas,
bad from
a
this.
delicious and relaxing drink that takes the edge off.
Ooh, a relaxing
everything.
drink that takes the edge off of everything. Yes, please.
Our next caller, Yamil, takes us into her world of food,
Food,
smells,
sensuality, and blue skies.
Blue skies.
No one has the
and
guts to say it,
symbols
but we
of
all know
personal
that
side
half of the Mars
to remember.
population is on those OMAS
Histoire,
pills. People
mémoire,
just can't cope.
Le bon vieux temps. Source originale, fable authentique, espoir, inspiration, drame, musique, radio nostalgie.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
I have nightmares.
Oh my gosh.
I'm happy to be alive, but I knew many who
Guess they thought I was
deserved to
contaminated.
live more than
dangerous.
I did.
There's like 3 threads
But
going on
this
here in
is
this stupid golf game.
A
I
radio
love it.
program about nostalgia, not guilt. I've been nostalgic since I was 20, when I left Havana. In Europe, I felt different. Each country has a smell. Mars doesn't. Where I come from, the smell of the ocean, mango, bananas, coconut, mama's food, ropa vieja, de la abuelita, el con gris, la yuca con mojito, the most beautiful sun on Malecon, the smell of my street when the rain falls.
Interesting,
All of that
interesting.
make me into the person I am. So when I left, I grew stronger. I experienced the world. but
12
forever
strokes.
Stayed incomplete. So now I'm double nostalgic. We
Oh
were
my
full
God.
of life, laughing on warm nights under blue sky, touching each other. The air filled with the smell of sweat from dancing with a Orquesta Aragon playing from an apartment. Now, the only way I can feel this scent is by singing.
How in the world?
¿Cómo
He wants
fue?
me to go up here.
No sé decirte cómo fue. No sé explicarme qué pasó. Pero de ti
Can't go that way. I gotta go up
me
here.
enamoré. Fue una luz que iluminó todo mi ser.
Okay, okay.
Tu risa como
Maybe I can get up
manantial.
there. Nope.
Lleno mi
Goodbye, ball.
vida de inquietud.
Alright. We gotta get over here.
Fueron tus ojos
Gotta
o
get
tu
up there.
boca.
This is not happening at 12 strokes.
Fueron tus manos o tu voz.
Too much, too
Fue a lo
much.
mejor la impaciencia de tanto esperar tu llegada.
I wonder if I can break that
Mas
window.
no sé decirte
Think I can break that window?
cómo fue. No sé explicarme qué pasó.
Okay. Okay.
Pero de
We're learning
ti
the physics of this
me
game. What's possible in this world.
Slušajte Radio Nostalgiju sa Marsa.
Thank you, Yamil. What a wonderful story.
Yes, thank you.
Reminds us
Yumio.
that life is about so much more than just base survival. Well, living in space has always been challenging, and here's a song that pokes a little fun at living in cramped quarters. Needs no introduction.
Nice.
All you want. It's a classic.
Take a moment,
Oh!
relax, and remember, with radio nostalgia,
This is... Nope. Nope. Physics, sir. Gotta learn the physics
A
here.
Russian and an American work together in space. A very different sight from the Cold War arms
There we go. There we go. Settle. I wish real golf was more like a puzzle game. If you didn't get far, you could just do it again.
Америка убила иракцев, убила чехов и Румынию. Она убила корейцев и вьетнамцев, распространяя.
Goodbye, ball.
To you. Don't get me started on Stalin and your talent to suffer under czars, my friend. Your history.
All right, puzzle game. That's a puzzle.
Inflicted scars to astronauts. Argued about art. That is an international relations to astronauts. They speak in two tongues, but still 4 hours.
Oh,
they
no.
talk. The same oxygen in their lungs. The same
That wasn't hard enough to go through, but this next one will be. There we go. Am I gonna bounce off that container? I totally am, huh?
The American astronaut. Also miss my wife and just like Charlie the astronaut. 2 astronauts argue about art. That is an
Too far, too
international
far.
relations. 2 astronauts argue.
We got this. We got this. Oh,
Светит солнце, свет Бога. И как
Alright, we got
прекрасна
this.
голубая земля.
We're getting close to par. Too close. Settle, 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 settle now.
On a mission.
No way. No way this is happening. Get up there. There's no way this is happening in 2 shots.
2 astronauts argued about
I don't think I can hit it that high.
international relations. 2 astronauts.
I cannot hit it that high, I don't think. Oh, no. Goodbye, ball. You're gonna blow up right next to me.
Argued about art.
Oh, okay.
That is an international relations. 2
Back to the tee box. Get up there. Nope, nope. Not enough. Oh boy. Well, now we're starting already way below. There we go. Okay, okay. Get over there. Okay, yep, that's good, that's good. Bust this window. Boom.
Muzika iz starih dobrih dana. Radio
Little
nostalgije
tricky
za
shot
nas.
there.
Attitude today, and arguably the first interplanetary hit, 2 astronauts, an anthem to the Great Evacuation, and certainly one of
Get
our
up.
most popular requests.
The Great
Speaking of
Evacuation.
requests, please follow Habitat protocols for sanitation. No liquids other than bodily in the main bin, including pee. Some of you
Settle.
don't like it, but all water is recycled, so pee into the funnel installed next to your toilet.
Pee into the funnel next to your toilet.
Speaking of pee and poop, we recently welcomed our first official little Martian to the
Settle,
colony,
settle, settle.
and our next
Okay.
caller, Sophia, tells us what it's like to be a new mother on Mars.
New mother on Mars.
Radio or data from Mars.
I'm so
Oh, I
happy
left it
you
short,
moved
you
to
son of a
Mars.
bitch.
It was a project I funded from the very beginning. I knew it had potential and I trusted the amazing team working on
Alright.
it.
I can do
Angel
way
and
better than
Masters,
this,
my
so I'm
husband
gonna
and I got early
do that.
placements in the Ark ship. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to further human survival in our solstice system. Speaking of the human project, I have some
Get out of
exciting
here.
news.
Get out of here.
Just a week ago, we welcomed our baby boy into the world.
Goodbye, ball. Baby boy.
Words cannot express how overjoyed we are at welcoming little Maxim. Putting him to bed reminds me of my parents. From our window here in Temple City, we can see the earth, tiny enough to fit in Maxim's hand. It pains
Tiny
me that my
earth.
child might never experience the beauty of my home in the Hamptons. The nature, coastline, the old lighthouse, and the food, the houses of our friends, our evening parties, full of life compared to this barren, rugged terrain.
This is like listening
I
to
sent my
NPR.
little Martian to sleep with a lullaby my mother sang for me. Thanks
hear
to
it.
these songs,
Let's hear the
I'm able
lullaby.
to retain at least on a rudimentary level.
John, what's
my
up,
mother
dude?
tongue.
This game
She
is such a
sang like
vibe.
this.
We're getting a song.
Shushti, shushti,
It's the first Martian born on, first baby boy born on Mars.
moka prozora, noć se tiho spušta na grad.
Dude, this whole game's a vibe. How are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Oh, get up there.
Noć se tiho spušta na grad, sa nebeskih svodova.
We did from
This whole time it's like a talk show.
Thank you, Sophia, for that uplifting news and beautiful song. Life always finds a way.
How is your day? How's your
Just
weekend?
as
Did you work
precious
this
as a new
weekend?
life is the water that sustains it. You may have noticed that it doesn't rain here on Mars, so another friendly reminder that showers are strictly limited to 30 seconds each, with no exceptions.
Left it short.
Corporate is looking into extending this time frame, but is meeting resistance from Section BC, who want lab rat urine to be excluded from the water recycling program, which would actually reduce allocated shower times to 27 seconds.
If you take the lab
Want to say
rat
in
pee
this?
out, your showers
Join our
get
sectional
shorter.
weekly meetings and vote while sipping on a relaxing tube of OMAS. Feels good, as it should.
This is a scary future.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
So the rich live on Mars and they come down to Earth to golf, but I'm not sure if I'm one of the rich or something else, because in the diary entries, it's someone watching the golf course, because Earth is the golf course. I found a book. Keep
Speed
it
on the
always in your
Autobahn.
mind. Oh, Constantine.
Like spaceship Earth around the sun. A diver's breath in a deep blue sea.
The soundtrack is a bop.
Bubbles like your thoughts of me.
Oh, dude,
Make up sex on a summer's day.
that's gonna be like,
Like an airplane on a runaway.
that's like twice over
Melts
again and
like
then
ice cream
again.
in the sun.
Feel for you, dude.
Doesn't fool anyone.
Feel for you.
Like a desperate man taking his chance.
His work being understandable about it, because I
On
think
a
he just
guest
started
at
there.
your first dance.
Is they being chill? This was strange. This one, he played alone. So this person is watching us play. I don't think we're super rich. I think we're
Quickie life bursts like a bomb, like a child in the morning. Soon be gone.
music.
Hold it close and don't waste your breath. The time will come when nothing is left.
I forgot what I was saying. Sorry. I feel for you, my dude.
Passes quickly. It flies by.
Oh, I don't think we're one of the ultra rich. I mean, we look like it. We're bald, we're white, we have a beer belly. But someone's watching us. A German vibe? Hey, your kid's playing Splatoon. I don't know anything about it. Let's see. Let's see here. Agreed, it is pretty. The 1% killed the radio star. I thought already there was like 3 distinct storylines going on already. I'm only on like the 3rd or 4th hole. Who's a golfer? Radio Nostalgia is giving us what life is like on Mars. And the secret spectator is the person watching the golf course. Yes, okay, cool. I'm not just overthinking. It's actually in it. Okay, cool. This is very cool. This is cool stuff.
Another blast from the past, reminding us to savor each moment as it flies by. Speaking of savoring things, the Health and Well-being Department would like us to remind you that the popping and fizzing noise your dried food makes when you're adding water is perfectly normal.
The popping and fizzing your dried food makes is perfectly normal.
The Health and Wellbeing Department
Is your eldest
would also
better, by
like
the way,
to take
John?
this moment to remind you to take your bone density pills twice a week now, as it was
7
discovered
strokes.
the original dose is off by a factor of 2.
Get down those steps. Yes.
Right, on with the show.
Come on.
Music and dancing have always been a mainstay of stress relief and letting go. Our next caller, Merva, recalls her teenage clubbing days with vivid memories of awkward first kisses.
Ooh, teenage
and a
clubbing days.
life-altering
Yes,
club
please. Yes,
experience,
please.
invoking a philosophical epiphany.
Stories, memories,
The good old days.
original sources, authentic tales.
Ooh, I don't know if I can make it on top of that other container, though.
From Mars.
Oh, yeah, boy!
So, when I was a kid in Vienna, in high school, we used to learn all the German
poets.
Like Best Friends, Goethe and Schiller. But the first poet that actually spoke to me was Heinrich Heine.
Boom. 3 out of
I knew
7.
a couple of Heine's poems by heart that are now buried somewhere deep.
Oh, I
in
sure
my
hope we
mind.
hear some Heine.
But one passage
Regret is unbearable.
about
They didn't let
burning
me go back
books
for her.
stuck with
Perhaps I
me.
could have done something.
Yes, even till today. So, just to fast forward
There's no
to
excuse,
college,
really. We are always
just a couple
responsible.
of years before the Great Catastrophe, I was
Spectator has
walking
regret.
around Berlin with a group of friends coming
doing a
from
lot
a
better.
house
Good.
party. Phew, I still remember that apartment smelling of potatoes. Yes, because we always made pommes and drank schnapps before heading out. Yeah.
As you do. As you do.
And after that, I remember passing by Alexanderplatz on that very, very hot night. And next to me was a guy I liked.
So I followed
We
him.
kissed before, but I can't say I really remember that. Probably from all the drinking, or maybe he was
He was
just
probably a
bad
bad kisser, let's be honest.
But I can still feel this sticky, sweaty, and very ambivalent feeling of us holding hands. Yeah, anyways, we popped some pills and entered our
Popped some
techno
pills and entered our
church
techno church.
Well,
Hell
now
yeah.
when I think back, I visited more often than my college. And I remember the beat in my chest and all these young
Jesus.
bodies moving in this industrial space. I used to love dancing and counting beats in techno
Smells
songs,
like
but one
potatoes.
song was very strange. It just went repetition, repetition,
Water is bad.
repetition, and then this female vocal would creep out of nowhere. And then suddenly I felt very dizzy, so I sat on the ground and held my knees closely to my chest. It was some sort of like, like protective instinct. I was like an animal. And I felt cold sweat dripping down my neck. Ugh. And I'm sure my guy thought I was completely crazy. And then out of nowhere, the Heine lines clearly came to me. I sat there motionless, surrounded by the ugly, hypnotic, delirious atmosphere.
Oh.
And no effort to recall Heine's lines. They were just there. planted in my head.
Here we go, we're gonna hear some Heine.
Wilde, düstere Zeiten berühren heran und der Prophet, der eine neue Apokalypse schreiben wollte, musste ganz neue Bestien erfinden. Und zwar so erschreckliche, dass die älteren johannischen Tiersymbole dagegen nur sanfte Täubchen und Amoretten wären. Die Götter verhüllen ihr Antlitz aus Mitleid mit den Menschenkindern, ihren langjährigen Pfleglingen und vielleicht zugleich auch aus Besorgnis über das eigene Schicksal. And yeah, 2 years later, I ended up here,
translation.
on Mars.
That does bring back memories of university days and sweaty club nights. Earthly hedonism. at its
Techno
finest.
church. Yeah, dude. We've all been to techno
For the
church.
record,
Oh, there's like an AK
corporate
lane
does
over
not
there.
endorse or advocate the use of psychedelic drugs, and reminds you, dear listeners, that Class A drugs are just as illegal here on Mars as they
Except
are
for
on
OMAS. If you want to chill, you gotta use
Okay,
OMAS.
disclaimer out of the way, we actually have a surprise for
this
Milva.
party
We
ended
tracked
real
down
bad.
that weird song in her head and dug
Obviously.
it out of the archives for all to hear. Grab a tube of OMAS and
I'm
enjoy
not
the
gonna get
ride while
this in 2
sipping
more
on
strokes.
pure calm.
The deepest tunes
Unless I can
and warmest memories.
really
Radio
get it underneath
nostalgia
that
from Mars.
tail. Nope. Not far enough. Too far. That's right. We wanted to start over anyways. Too close. Get up there. Dude, how about these beats? Settle, settle. Oh, fuck. That was almost it. No, no, no. That's what the difference. Nope, that's over. Nope, nope. Jesus. Nope. 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 I got stuck. I can send this. Nice. Got 2 more. Settle, settle. Okay, okay. Okay, we're within sight here. bounce. Oh! Oh, that was almost a bounce. Oh, I thought I had one more. Everyone should download this game just to vibe to it. Get up there. Oh. I know, we got on the raft there for a second. This is a tricky one. Get legs. Okay. Sit. Oh, you. Settle. This has got to be the one.
You're listening to Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
Well, what can I say? No wonder that song got into her head. But
I
with a
tried to
little help
bounce
from
it
some
last time.
friends,
It just
she
didn't
pulled
give me
through.
enough bounce, so I think I just need to put it exactly in the
Another
hole.
thing that can get into your head is living conditions here on Mars. Life up here
Get
on
it.
Mars can get
Get
a bit
it.
overwhelming at times, so along
Goodbye,
with a
ball.
soothing Omas drink, no stress, no fuss, it bears mentioning that wellness counseling is mandatory for all team members, regardless of rank or tenure. The wellness sessions are completely confidential and anonymous, but do remember that all conversations are monitored and recorded for security reasons, and you must have your ID badge and sectional access pass visible at all times. Okay, time for another story. Our last caller for To Soul Show
1, 2,
is
3, 4,
Francesco,
5.
who tells a haunting
5
tale
and a half,
of his last days on
6
Earth
as
as
far
the
as
great
it goes. That's
catastrophe
our scale.
kicked into high gear.
Stories, memories,
not too
the
close.
good old days, original sources, authentic tales, hope, inspiration, drama. Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
It was an extremely humid summer.
What's this guy's story?
My parents would not let me out because of the floods in Italy. My father went outside. He was working in the greenhouse on the vineyard, and my mother
So
was
bad
a
at the
doctor.
physics of this game.
She read Italian fairy tales to me.
There we go.
I was very small, but I remember many days when our neighbors would gather at our house and make plans.
Settle.
It rained heavily at night. They would only say to me, "Powerful people want to take my great-great-grandfather's land." But one image stuck in my memory. It was daybreak.
Okay.
I woke up
Gotta make
and
this
I could
fun.
faintly hear in the dark.
What could you hear? What could you hear?
Iniziato sei maledetta. Only later I understood the history behind this song. Outside I saw men and women, my father and mother, rifles in their hands.
Rifles in their hands.
My father was crying and singing. I was at the door of the house.
What was he singing? Oh, the same song.
My mother turned, smiled at me, but it was a mysterious, confident smile.
What?
Cara moglie che tu non mi senti, raccomando ai compagni vicini di tenermi da conto i bambini, che io muoio col suo nome nel cuore. Of course, I had no idea where they were buried.
Oh,
Traditori,
thank you. It was a nice shot. It took me like 5 tries.
ufficiali, che la guerra l'avete voluta. Scannatori di carne venduta e rovina della gioventù.
This game, man.
12 years later, the Mars mission.
The Mars mission.
In a way, the people who killed my parents found me in Italy and recruited me.
What?
Saved me, you can say. It is ironic now.
I feel like real pro golfers
My parents
are
fought
depressing stories from real life suffering while they play.
I cannot say I'm free here on Mars. They took my semen this morning for the population increase
Here comes a
program.
child. He's got a sad story to tell him. Let's see if he can
Here,
make this 8-footer while
on
tears
Mars.
are running down his nose.
Often in the middle of the night, I hear my parents sing. Oh Gorizia, tu sei maledetta per ogni cuore che sente coscienza. Dolorosa ci fu la partenza.
It's a sad song.
E il ritorno per molti non fu. O Gorizia, tu sei maledetta per ogni cuore che sente coscienza. Dolorosa ci fu la partenza e il ritorno per molti non fu.
Settle.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
I'm really glad I smoked before playing this game because it just got me in like a whole mood right now. Come on down. Come on down. Oh! That was my plan. That was my plan. Not quite there. Not quite there. To get the diary though. When I think about it, I don't want to go back to Mars. All my dead friends are here. My memories, home. I'm more alone among the survivors than here. If I'm so important, they should let the hero of the Mars colony go back home and die peacefully. If I'm so the hero of the Mars colony? Alright, so this dude who's watching us. Alright, radio nostalgia from Mars. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So this dude who is watching us, when I think about it, I don't want to go back here. So he was there. All my dead friends are here. There's war. There was a rebellion. Did Earthlings rebel against the super rich on Mars and they were squandered? More alone among the survivors. Yeah, he doesn't want to be back on Mars with the other survivors. He feels alone there. Are we hunting him? He's been watching all these foursomes play golf. It's such symbolism for the wealth gap. Yeah. Yeah. This is very good. This is very good so far. I'm wondering if we're hunting him. Because he usually watches foursomes, but now we're just the solo person. Or are we a friend of his from the war? Covfefe ideology. A few years ago, the weather became severe. Oh, I said it here. Covfefe. Oh my god. Welcome everybody to the stream, by the way. Feel free to say hi in chat. We're having a good old time. Covfefe. This is basically the same hole without the rise. Okay. I see your obtuse gameplay. Settle, 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 settle. Settle. No! That was almost a shot. Oh, the sand is no good either? Okay, well, we're gonna have to redo this one. I bet the sand's hard to hit out of too. Ugh. Yeah. Like the tower? What's up, Gavin? What is up, Heckle 89? My man. The Covfefe Tower? Yeah, this is a... This game is all about some symbolism. Alright, we gotta make you sit. We got a bigger angle. You settle. You settle. You need your own little badge when I finally get subs and stuff. Oh no, too much. Oh shit. There we go. Get in there. I'll take a birdie. Thanks for joining us, Heckle89. Covfefe ideology. The monument to the revolution. Sad and beautiful. We deserved the great catastrophe. Corporations bought politicians, who bought voters, who bought into the inevitability of war. In the meantime, these same corporations invested in Mars. Now they have a clean slate on Earth. Wait, what? Hold on. Well, still trying to figure out why there is a strike limit in this version of golf. Dude, I know, right? I wish real golf was like this. You need a 4 or less to pass this hole. If you don't get it, your ball explodes and you start over. I'm down with that. I love that. That makes golf a lot easier. That's kind of how I play anyways if I'm in a rush. I've already gotten an 8 on this hole. I'm just picking up my ball. Walking away. We deserve the great catastrophe. Corporations bought politicians, who bought voters, who bought into the inevitability of war. Yeah. In the meantime, these same corporations invested in Mars. Yes. Now they have a clean slate on Earth. Why do they have a clean slate on Earth? Because everyone moved to Mars and there's no one left on Earth.
The deepest tunes,
to care
the
for.
warmest memories. Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Oh, radio
Well,
nostalgia.
That brings us to the end of the show. It's been a
Gavin,
real
are you
journey.
ready to party next
Music,
week?
Stories,
Because we need to have a party for you.
Radio Nostalgia from Mars has it all. If you want to be involved with RNFM, have a story to tell, a memory to share, contact us via the usual internet channels and leave a short message outlining your contribution.
Play the game.
Once your story idea is vetted and greenlit by corporate, we'll track you down to organize a time
Starvation
to
and
record you.
epidemic spread. Ooh,
Please
isn't
note
it real?
that not all stories are accepted, and we are not permitted to give out criteria, so stories and ideas are submitted at your own risk.
Look at those cows. They have glowing udders. The cows
A big
have
thank
glowing
you to our
udders.
show sponsor, OMAS, the no stress, no fuss drink for the ultra elite. And a big thank you to corporate for allocating us this precious time and their resources.
Oh, hell
on
yeah,
this tight
dude.
beam.
That'll
To
just
you.
be the start of the party.
I hope you've enjoyed the show. It's been a pleasure to take your hand.
6
We're playing
strokes.
out
Oh, because it's
with
all
Powdered in
sand.
My Mind, a song that always reminds us that no matter how cramped and stuffy we feel,
Pineapple
in
pizza.
the end, there is always a breath of fresh air in memories of blue skies.
Nope, settle. Crap. Oh, crap.
Radio Nostalgia sa Mars.
Not what I wanted to do right off the bat. go backwards. Gotta go backwards to go forward sometimes. Ain't that true? Settle. No. Oh God. Freak. Get out of there. Okay. Alright. We still might make birdie. This is a very sad, sad hole. You can tell by the way he's walking how sad he is. Oh, goodness. Yeah, dude. We'll do beer at your truck. And then I'll call your wife and let her know you're gonna be late coming home. When I was a kid, I thought the building was an ugly piece of brutalist modernism named after a communist company. Later, they renamed it after some post-communist tycoon. Now I love it. Oh man. This is from someone else, so this is Neon. Oh no, that's the same person. Naming is important. They named the new capital Tesla City. Not sure Nikola Tesla would have approved given his history with despicable businessmen. This shit is getting real, man. Tesla would not approve.
Crowds in New York. Crowds in Berlin.
We were without food and the water made us sick. Migrant motel.
London. Shanghai. Belgrade. Rio.
Yes, we will end in your shop. That sounds great.
Crowded on the screens.
Hey, if my audio levels sound fucked up, will you please let me know?
Crowds in the papers. Crowded sounds in the
I have the volume extra loud because I love the soundtrack. There's a cow, dude. I'm not sure if those dumpsters are in my way or not. If I have to go over, if I can try to shoot the gap here.
I walked alone through the crowd of sweaty bodies, hungry for money and
Oh, there's the dude in the shadows. Did you see that? Did you see the dude in the shadows?
so crowded in my mind, so crowded in my mind.
The dude in the shadows. He's watching. He just ducked because we zoomed in on him. See him there? Okay, I didn't like that I went through the arch for some reason. So we're going up. Oh shit, I'm in a dumpster. I'm in the dumpster. I'm literally in the dumpster. Got me shotgun. Hey, you wanted a new one. You got one? Pray tell, pray tell. I do like that you get all the diary notes, even for like just par or birdie. You don't have to do super well. Is that an albino monkey behind the fence? Arc to Triumph. From Napoleonic bloodsheds to my sex-fueled college semester in Paris. Liberté. Egalite. Fraternite. A cow's udder is neon pink. Cow's udder is neon pink. Same one, just for random guys. Alright, things are getting weird here. Ishmael and the albino giraffe. Privileged few escaped to Mars. Oh, so not the whole society went, just the rich one. That's a zebra. In case of apocalypse, dial 1-800 help us God. This is Spooler Inn. There's like an albino giraffe there.
Please
Hey, there's
stand by
Fox
for
News.
next transmission.
That's the news my parents watches right there. And my wife's parents.
Please stand by for next transmission in 30
I
seconds.
wonder what that giraffe is up to.
Please stand by for next transmission
Kind of evil.
in 20
I wonder if I can
seconds.
break through those wood planks there instead of going over.
In 15 seconds.
I think we can bust
In
through
10 seconds.
them. Nope, we can't bust through them. We can't
In
bust through
5
them.
seconds.
I tried. Can't bust through them.
In 1 second.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Gotta get up here, I
Yeah,
guess.
to all you Martians out there, welcome to another edition of Radio Nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
From Mars. Plenty of great stuff coming your way onto Soul Show. You know, a bit of that old Terran flavor. Some more stories from our beloved callers.
Okay,
And news and views from around our base out here.
Oh, I bet
among
that
the
satellite's in
stars.
our way. I wonder if this giraffe kind of wants to eat this ball.
Like I said, your tight beam to Radio Nostalgia from Mars. Breathe easy, kick back, and reminisce.
Scoop it. No, did not scoop it. I thought I was gonna scoop it. No, same one. It's fake. Watch out, giraffe. Oh, it goes off the back of the giraffe. Don't go off the course. I wonder if I can go in this hole here. Not over the hole. Okay, so we can get in here. How far does the ball go this way? Okay. Okay. Strike limit reached. Goodbye, ball. That was for you, of course, lol. Of course. I cannot get over this music. I want the soundtrack to this game. Alright, so I can't break that. But we can get underneath here. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's a sad walk. He didn't even use his jetpack to get over that time. He knew it. We all knew it. Do your sad little walk. Alright. How hard can we putt? We've never putt the maximum. Oh Jesus. Too hard. Too hard. Now we're down here. Alright. Gotta get over these barrels. Okay, settle. Too far. It's okay though. We got this. Long putt, but not that long. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you should yell at yourself. I've left so many putts short, I'm not sure. Oh, God. I'm gonna end up 3-putting this thing. Terrible. Still got all the diary notes, though. That's the important thing. I want the story. I found a beer. Another damp, crumbled book. It's a wicked world in all meridians. Herman Melville, Moby Dick. Yes, indeed. It's a wicked world in all meridians. A taxi driver said to me once in LA, don't move here. There's no culture and there's no love. I wonder if he meant the United States
Club Classic
or LA.
Proto 2021. A long-lost Earth Day anthem recently discovered in the archives here on Mars.
Ooh, an Earth Day anthem.
That should take most of us back to the days when Mars was nothing but an evening star in the sky, and large social gatherings were still normal and carefree.
Ooh, dark.
Speaking of carefree, look out for 3 new OMAS flavors: pink, green, and yellow. Pure calm in a tube.
Pure calm in a tube. Yes, I do mean my wife put it there. I didn't even see her come in. She's so sneaky.
Right, moving on. As always, we've collected some stories from our beloved callers. And up
This
first is a
guy
young
is
man
like super
who might
depressed
just
too.
be
You listen to
the
his voice, like
luckiest
that sigh
one
just
of us
there
all.
was intense.
Moving on.
And now more stories from our valued listeners.
Вдохновение, драма, радионостальгия с Марса.
I nearly missed the boat to Mars. I mean, the rumors about something big happening in Alphaville have been floating for a few years.
The toilet.
Of course, it was
the
impossible
whole-
to separate fact from fiction. At that time, I barely made it through insurgent territory to this floating ghetto about an hour away from Alphaville by motorboat. I won't go into
There's a
detail,
tube.
but the
There's
crew
a tube
around
right
with
there.
bribed an outpost guard to go have a really long piss, where we used his comms to access their infranet. Their information turned out just as distorted as ours, but we found one channel that changed everything. Some bright spark in Alphaville had made color-coded spreadsheets of shipping data a monkey could understand. Imports into Alphaville were off the charts, while exports had zeroed out completely.
Totally
I mean,
missed it.
nothing
Way
was
too
coming
much.
out, even on the black market, which incidentally was fully accounted for, meaning it had to be sanctioned all along.
What even do I do
So
now?
we knew something was up. Of course, Alphaville media spun this situation heavily. The insurgents were blamed for everything, disrupting supply lines, stealing aid, and so on.
Put it in that
But
tube
it was
right
really
there.
Alphaville stockpiling on a scale unseen in modern history. What tipped us off that they were planning to leave Earth is what they were stockpiling.
Unless it's a magic
fuel,
tube.
fuel. Specifically, dinitrogen,
Need to work on my short
tetroxide,
game, apparently.
and hydrazine. Old school, but they're chemicals used as rocket fuel. They're easy to store,
Okay,
but
that
they're
does fit
highly
that
toxic and require careful handling, which explained another gruesome discovery: the covert shipping and dumping of bodies. A lot of bodies.
This is getting
There were
dark.
so many that some of those bodies had started washing up in our neighborhood. So toxic, even scavengers stayed away. Coincidentally, it suddenly became much
Why did I
easier
do
to
that?
get a multi-day work pass into Alphaville. We were so hungry and focused on other resources, we didn't make the connection. We assumed the workers were skipping on the visa. In fact, I was planning to do
Goodbye,
the
Mom.
exact same thing. So
So
actually, I
spies.
lucked out. I'm a small guy, and Alphaville was so strapped for labour at that point that I was given an unscreened pass and ended up in heavy labour, moving enormous containers into storage with mechanical suits.
That
But
actually
it
sounds
didn't
kind of
fit them.
badass.
So I was just given a scanner instead and told to scan serial numbers all day. It was very hard to breathe, so I traded for a
Settle,
spare
settle.
hazmat suit from a drunk guard and put it on.
Dude, this
Not
story is
unusual at
wild.
all to hang out all day in a hazy. Technically, just walking outside required one those days.
Technically.
That's what saved me twice. Whew. I mean, hindsight is 20/20, but those containers were the rocket fuel, and in no way was it being stored and transported safely.
No way.
All those guys died, withered to skin and bone. Nasty stuff.
Transporting rocket fuel?
Again, it was all hidden in plain sight. Hell, we were all skin and bone at that point. We just assumed everyone was
There it
starving.
is.
I only got onto one of the last ships up to Mars because I
Two.
was in a
Fucking two.
hazmat suit and holding that scanner, which I think had stopped working within the first days of my assignment. I never told anyone, and no one ever asked. I guess I was confused with security or something. All I remember is being yelled at, rushed into a shuttle, and then everyone patting me on the back and calling me Scully. The name embedded in the biometrics of the suit.
Oh my gosh.
I never saw my crew.
Yeah, baby.
Or this guy again.
Dude, what a story. And also, what a fucking 2. Got a 2 on that
Wow,
hole.
what amazing luck to be in the right suit at the right time.
What amazing luck to be in the right suit at the right time.
Just goes to show, dressing appropriately for the job.
That
can
was a
really go
freaky story,
long way.
man. That was a
Speaking of
freaky
dressing
story.
appropriately, here's a Mars fun fact. Despite an average temperature of well below minus 80 degrees centigrade,
Sanitation is a much more complicated issue than we expected before we moved to Mars. Bowels say more about a civilization than lofty proclamations.
So please maintain
I make wine from my own
and follow
recycled
decontamination
piss.
protocols strictly at all times when returning from extra habitat activities. No suit, no life, as we say.
It's like in Dune.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
She died soon after the Great Catastrophe.
Right.
It's only
How
7:30.
about a 21st century love song remixed for the 22nd?
21st
Who's
century
watching who?
love song.
Espionage or true love? I
Remixed
guess
for the
we'll
22nd.
never really
Espionage
be
or
quite sure.
$18?
You are my Stasi, I'm your KGB. Forever your passwords, mine will be. I
Hell
watch
yeah.
you as you're watching me. Play for the camera, no privacy.
Although this game is assuming I know the physics well enough to make those 3 jumps right there, so that's exciting.
That's how we know our love is true.
Alright, well this music is playing. I'm gonna go take a pee. 'Cause this is a good tune to go pee on.
MI6. You check my Facebook page, you check your messages. Orgasm as the world enters catastrophe. Through voyeuristic melancholy. You spy on me as I spy on you. That's how we know our love is true. They say that love is blind, that only the agency can see. No place for us to hide, no room for love to be. They say that love is blind, that only the agency can see. No place for us to hide, no room for love to be. You are my Stasi, I'm your KGB. Forever your passwords, mine will be. I watch you as you're watching me. Play for the camera, no privacy. You spy on me as I spy on you. That's how we know our love is true. I'm the CIA, you're my MI6. You check my Facebook page and check your messages. Orgasm as the world enters catastrophe. Your voyeuristic melancholy. You spy on me as I spy on you. That's how we know our love is true. They say that love is blind, that only the agency can see. No place for us to hide, no room for love to be.
You're home away from home. Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Ah, surveillance love song, an oldie, but a goodie. Sophie Jazz reminding us that love remains as complicated as ever, despite our patented matchmaking algorithms and genetic profiling. On the subject of complications, the Mars Time Conglomerate has asked me to mention that even though a Mars sol is 40 minutes longer than a day on Earth, you do not have to manually add 40 minutes to your clocks every sol. We are officially on Mars clock time, so every second, minute, and hour across all systems and devices are 2.7% longer by design. I know it's confusing at first, but just keep time as usual. For all practical purposes, we live a 24-hour day up here, just like we did on Earth.
Slušajte Radio Nostalgiju sa Marsa.
Okay, on with the show. Well, we've had a few requests for some classical music, and boy do I have a double treat for all you classical and vinyl lovers out there. A genuine record playing off an actual record player on loan from a dedicated RNFM fan. So grab a tube of OMS, sit back, and enjoy some chill, neoclassical vibes with that warm vinyl sound, right here on Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
I didn't miss any cool new stories. I hope it was just songs. Hi, I'm back. You're back. Put the headphones on and was instantly transported back into this wild, wild world. This is 18 strokes, okay. Mario? I don't know what you mean by Mario. My bearded dragon Mario? The game Mario? Look at the tanks in the background. I don't see that little guy who's watching us. I haven't seen him yet, but this is definitely the kind of place he'd be hanging out. I do not want to get stuck in this place. There's another tube down there. Ah, could come out of there, but that spits it into water.
Take a moment, relax, and remember,
they got our DJs
with
back.
Radio Nostalgia.
I wonder if that elevator works. Yeah, we got 18 strokes. I'm wondering if that elevator works. Oh shit, that's sand right there. Okay. Yeah, it's fucking playing hardball. Get out of there. Okay. Gotta break the glass to get to the elevator, though. Otherwise, we're gonna cut into that tube. Settle. Good ball. Good ball. Here's the thing, the tube is gonna put us into water. There's no way it's not gonna. Elevator, if elevator works, it's gonna put us up there. I'm gonna try for elevator. Hell yeah! Oh shit, no, stop. Too much, too much. Elevator, here we come. Settle, settle, settle. I'm so bad at putting. Come on, elevator. Okay, elevator does work. We wasted a lot of strokes, though. Oh shit, but elevator doesn't put us on that ledge. Elevator puts us over here. Okay, then what's it there for? Well, that's that for bouncing into a window. Try to bounce it into a window. Elevator is the way. Oh, there's a little lip there? Oh my goodness. Gotta do a little chip there. This is like actually me at the golf course for real. Just gotta do a little chip. Oh god, thank goodness. Goodbye, ball. I like the exploding technique. Settle, settle, settle. Off to a real good start. Real good start here. Oh, can't get over. Maybe this will be another round of experimentation. Settle. Oh my goodness. Physics of this game are still astounding me after like 15 holes or whatever. Oh, and I forgot about the sand. Okay, here's the play next time for real. Get up there, then chip there, then chip on top. So now we gotta get out of the sand. Ugh. As hard as you can hit it out of the sand. Okay.
Muzika iz starih dobrih dana. Radio nostalgia.
From neoclassical to electronica, we really do have it all here on Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
Settle, settle, settle.
First we heard an original vinyl with music from an unknown composer. Lost to time, I'm afraid.
Original vinyl.
can say is it's a white label test pressing found in a recycling bin with just the word Aftermath written across the label. After that, we got the blood pumping with an upbeat tune from Polytet AD and their classic tune, Do You Love Me? Want to keep that blood pumping? Remember, exercise is mandatory. No groans, no bones. And mental exercise is just as important, so get on down to your local rec center for a dose of mentally stimulating team activities and some delicious OMAS.
So dark.
Okay, on to our next caller for the show.
I'm in the sand
Manya
again.
reminds us that one person's pleasure is another person's pain, and that we might not all relax in the same way to the same things.
Radio with Jaja from
In the
Mars.
sand again.
I go back in a heartbeat. Tesla City is unbearable. As far as I'm concerned, this promised land is anything but. A dictatorship without oxygen.
No.
All these daily routines
Can't get
and
it to sit
protocols
there.
about everything we took for granted on Earth are so exhausting. Is it safe to take off your hazmat to breathe? Is the water distilled from all our urine really safe? And exactly what behavior will trigger a social credit demotion? Not to mention,
There we go.
every
Settle.
sneeze is suspect. The whole dome has to be sanitized if someone even
Oh my
sniffles.
gosh. I
You'd
did that the
think we
first time.
figured it out during the pandemics. I know social distancing up here is impossible, but how freaking difficult is it to keep your hands clean and just not sneeze on stuff? Anyway,
Settle.
maybe
Settle.
that's humanity in a
Settle.
nutshell.
Settle.
After all, we walked on the moon before really learning to walk on
Oh,
Earth.
that's my strike limit. Goodbye, ball.
I digress. I just want to say that the effort put into maintaining basic life functions in this state-of-the-art
For real this
society
time.
outweighs the benefit of being alive.
Nope.
Use your head, can't you? Use your head.
what?
You're on Earth, there's no cure for that. Sam Beckett wrote that in Endgame. We're not cured, regardless
Hasn't
of what
been
our
there
de
this
facto
whole time.
overlords claim. It's ironic that the only thing we managed to export culturally onto another planet is a Silicon Valley brand of Protestantism. Sorry for rambling.
No, we like your
Anyway,
rambling.
I called into the program to share some Earth sounds I captured. I'm sure listeners of RNFM who suffer from nostalgia like me will appreciate them. In the meditation dome, we can listen to the
Who
light
suffer
sounds
from
of the
nostalgia
Tuscan
like me?
country,
That's a new
olive grove shores of Kefalonia, the blue Danube below the Schwarzwald.
God,
I
you're
went
on
to the
top of this
meditation
fan.
dome a few times, but just like yoga, I can't stand it. Simply, I don't miss
Settle.
nature at all. I was never a nature person, never really liked hiking or camping. I miss the city. This whole predicament started because we mixed with wilderness in the first place. This bullshit about Mother Nature sugarcoated the fact that maybe we were supposed to keep a sharp boundary between ourselves and the wild. And now we're demoted from Earthling to miserable Martian status. So at the end of every day, or I mean Sol, I escape into texts I brought along. I drink that horrid canteen coffee and listen to urban sounds I recorded 15 years ago, mostly in New York and London.
There we go. More height. Okay.
Here are some of my favorite sounds.
Oh yes, favorite sounds.
Here's the sound of my bicycle rolling down the street. And the sound of the bustling city in the morning, a call and response of cars and birds. And the giggling of my kids in Washington Square as a group of street performers play the boombox and do tricks.
Oops, I made that mistake before.
A kettle going off and the smell of Turkish coffee.
Oh, Turkish coffee. Okay.
And for some reason, I'm obsessed with the sound of the New York MTA.
So far away. There's no way. There's no way. Those are some pretty good sounds to the city, I must admit. Not far enough. Goodbye, strike limit. This is a hard hole. 18 is not a joke.
Und erinnern Sie sich mit Nostalgie vom Mars.
It's not far enough. Okay, here we go. We gotta get into there. Gotta stick it though. Can't go in that goddamn sand. Not enough. Not this. No, let's straight into the sand. Just straight in there. Goodness gracious. I might get out of here in one shot from this position. Ugh. Okay, barely. This music is really cool. I'm really digging it. Settle. Hey, who's there? What's up, Camille?
I sneaked up on
You did sneak up on me. Are you heading to bed? Nice. Hey, good job on your soccer game today. That was awesome. You got paint on your nose. Good night. Love ya. Babe, you gotta play this game. Is it gonna be fun? Yeah, you need to play it like by yourself. You can like listen to it. I'm gonna kiss some of my kiddos and say goodnight. We'll be right back.
Why did we stop?
We didn't. See, it's an illusion. We're still moving.
Oh, I can just restart a level that I suck at? That might help in the long run. Okay, going a little further, a little further. I don't think I can make it across, quite honest. Oh no! Oh no! What did you say? Ooh, water ball?
Yep. Hey, water ball again.
No, it's settled. It's settled there. I got hecklers in the audience besides Heckle 89. Settle, settle, settle. Okay. There's sand right there. I want to go in the sand. This is a par 18. It's the biggest one so far. 4. Not very far. Oh shoot. In the sand. Yeah. I knew it was there too. Gotta settle on the Peacemobile. Without falling.
Yeah! You did it!
I did it. I gotta get in the elevator. Because I gotta get up top. I tried going in the pipe, but the pipe puts you in the water. Yeah, stretch it out. You're gonna need to, my dude. Settle, 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 settle. Oh. Alright, up we go. Dude, you gotta listen to this music. Come here.
あなたの第二の故郷ラジオノスタルジア from Mars.
Thank you, Manya, for sharing both your thoughts and your favorite sounds with us. That MTA recording actually got me digging into my proverbial record crate because it reminded me of this old track from my DJing days back on Earth called Tokyo 320, a minimal tech house homage to life in the commute and traveling while standing still. Wonderful stuff.
Really keeps you going.
Not so wonderful though is a spate of ecoplastic stockpiling occurring in sectors 7 to 12 after rumors of a pending shortage. Guys, ecoplastic items are freely dispensed at conveniently located kiosks around Tesla City, so there's simply no need to hoard any ecoplastic items. In fact, hoarding them deprives the 3D printers of the recyclable material they need to make them freely available.
Yeah, the
So your
first time I
stockpiling is
didn't
kind
see
of
that glass
defeating the
window
point
there.
of renewable
I was trying to hit it
resources.
up and over,
There's a
but
14 sol grace period.
well,
to
this music
return
just
all
sounds like
parts
music I
not
always
in
listen to.
use.
Dude,
No
this music
question
is good
asked.
music, right? Right? It's a good one. It was $6 on the e-store.
Besides, however much you hold on, there's just one thing you can't stockpile.
What can't you stockpile? I want to get all the way down onto that island. Oh, settle.
Twój dom daleko od domu. Radio Nostalgia z Marsa.
Stockpiled on water, stockpiled on soul, stockpiled on blankets, stockpiled on coal, stockpiled on rice.
That was so close.
Stockpiled on rivals, stockpiled on things, stockpiled on sardines,
Settle, settle, settle.
stockpiled on
Oh,
wine, stockpiled
I don't know if this is the way.
but I cannot
Oh crap.
stockpile on love, stockpile on love,
Oh,
stockpile
oh, there's a whole lot of ground there.
stockpile on love,
Okay, next time.
stockpiled on books,
Dude, this song too, man.
stockpiled on toilet paper, stockpiled on meds,
Oops.
stockpiled
This should have a content warning though about like pandemic related stuff.
stockpiled on
Oh no, too much.
stockpiled on gold,
Physics all of a sudden matter.
stockpiled on bourbon,
There we go. Stockpiled on bourbon.
but I cannot
This hole needs a save state halfway through it.
stockpile on love, stockpile on love, stockpile on love, stockpile on love,
There we go. Should be able to get over it this time.
stockpile on love, stockpile on love, stockpile
sputtering
Come
up
on,
air
settle,
there,
settle, settle.
reminding us that all the good things in the world are
Bourbon
no
stockpile
substitute
sounds good,
for
yeah.
love. So, if you've recently matched with someone
Oh,
via our
about
new
18 months
population
ago, we
program
stocked
and
up
you've
on
received
quite a
a
lot
date
of
for your
stuff.
first meetup, don't forget to add it to your mandatory diary. There does
know
seem
if I
to
got
be
out or
some
not.
confusion about scheduling based on the new double month standard. But
out.
it's really quite simple, guys. There are now 24 months in our year, and there are 2 of each month.
Settle.
January
Settle.
1 and January 2.
January 2.
February 1,
February 1.
2, and so on.
So
Each
on.
month is now 28 sols long, except for every 6th month, which is 27 sols long. I hope that clears up the situation. Any further queries?
Oh, it's
in
worse
writing,
than daylight
please,
savings.
be submitted directly to the Mars Coalition for the simplification of the Martian calendar.
Did it in one that time.
So, from trains and city soundscapes to rhythms born out of hands and feet, water and drums, we continue our journey into the past, into our collective memories of Earth, a celebration of sound as music, music as sound, and voices that carry us into the stars.
Music as sound, voices that carry us.
In that vein, a friendly reminder that silence is deadly. If you hear nothing, please report it. General
hear
machine
nothing, please
noise
report
means
it.
we are being kept alive. Speaking of keeping us alive, 2 equals 1. Duplicates are not spares, people. Everything on Mars is duplicated for security, so please do not cannibalize existing tech. If something breaks,
can do
head
this.
directly to the spares and parts department in Sector 5 to submit your report and apply for
do
official
this.
replacements.
I think I can stick it on that other island. I think I can. Yes! Oh! Yes! Oh! Yes! Oh, yes! I just like Babe Ruth called that out. Night, dude. Did you see that shot? It was incredible. It's probably too late, but I'll see if I can capture it. It was a good one. Night, bud. Oh, you want to see if I got it? I might have been too late. Looks like I'm too late. Oh no, here it is. I needed to land on that island. Good night. Alright, that got my jollies up. Settle. Okay. Okay. We can do this. Alright, man, gonna watch Office Space with Jay. Hey, tell her what's up, and I'll be calling her soon for a hair consultation. Peace out. Give my love to your kids. It was fun hanging out with them today for the Fortnite event. That was really fun to experience with them all. That was cool. Love you, man. We're almost there. Settle. Wow. Wow. Don't ask me how this is all coming together all of a sudden. 'Cause I couldn't tell you. Also, I'm not sure why, but your stream keeps pausing for me. I've closed and reopened quite a few times. Maybe my internet? Oh, thanks for the heads up. My stuff looks good on this end. Yeah. Like your internet. I ran a speed test before just to make sure because I have been having some lag issues, but today is fine. Everything looks good over here. Thanks for the heads up though, man. Appreciate you hanging out. Wish you could stay longer. Can't wait for the new season of Fortnite. Maybe play tomorrow night. See how tired I am after work. Oh, come on. Wasting shots now. There we go. loved basketball. My dad showed me clips of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, so I incessantly tried to learn the hook shot. I have a strange sense someone is following me. Just hope the stories about roaming mutants are not true. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're almost halfway. I might need a food break. Aphrodite with a selfie stick. I live with a pack of dogs feeding on cats, rats, and bugs. Shadowhawk, what is up? Welcome to this buck wild game. How are you, my dude? Oh man, we are in a museum now. Yo! We are playing this crazy game. Golf Club Wasteland. Oh! Thanks for the hype. It is Golf Club Wasteland. It may look like a silly golf sim with the astronaut guy, but there are 3 different storylines going on right now that are just freaking awesome. And the golf is not half bad. The physics are kind of weird, but it's worth it. Dude, that statue's holding a phone. How have you been? I'm glad I've been finally able to catch up on a couple of your streams and say what's up. I feel like I've been AWOL from like everybody except work and my family for so long. 12 days straight I worked. Most of them were 10-hour days. There's a couple 8s and a couple 12s. It was a buck wild time. They're trying to trick me here. They want me to put it in that little hole, but it's just gonna throw me in that water. I don't want to go in the water. You fucked it. Yeah, it was, you know, it wasn't that bad. I was kind of doing 2 things at once. I was working my real job that they needed me to work overtime, and then working a side gig for 10 hours a day just to get it done. And, oh boy, I'm glad it's over, but got a lot more money in savings now for a new PC.
It's time for our last caller. A senior geologist at Tesla University gives us a slightly different perspective on ecology from his research lab at the South Pole.
思い出エピソードあの頃の記憶古き良き時代の話希望ひらめき出来事ラジオノスタルジア from Mars.
As a geologist, it always annoyed me
Alright,
that the
let's
color of
try to
Earth
put it in the bucket and
conservation
see what
was
happens.
green. Seen from space, the majority of the Earth's surface is
Now
blue,
it's gonna be
with the remaining 29% for land. And of that land, deserts make up 1/3 of the land surface area. Sweeping burns of ochre.
Deserts are 1/3 of the landmass on Earth now.
Give me a break. Anyway, as a lifelong acolyte of sun and sand, I'm not up here.
It doesn't put
pining for
you in the
jungles
water,
and
okay.
Wetlands. I yearn for
Okay,
week-long
okay.
expeditions into the desert, traversing
Last time I did that, it did
dunes
put me in
big
the
enough
water.
to swallow entire towns in one sideways drift. Oh, to feel that oven-hot wind dry as a bone on my face. There's more dust in my veins than water. I'll tell you that much. It astonishes me
All
that
these
people up
stories
here
are
are
amazing.
oblivious to the fact that it's our understanding of living in deserts that makes life up here on Mars even possible. The early days of Mars habitation experiments took place in the Gobi Desert and in Hawaii on the side of a barren volcano, not in a protected marshland in the Okavango. You get me?
You get
what
me?
did the last trees of the Black Forest give us except fuel for our final fires? The desert saved us.
I don't want to hit that.
Oh, I
button
mean,
and
the
see what it
irony is
does.
not lost on me, but no Sahara, no Amazon.
There's another
no
pipe.
Gobi, no Mars. Where do
goes
you
up
think the
top.
Amazon basin was getting all its fertile sand from? Blown over from Africa. That's where. How do we know how to recycle water to near 99% efficiency? The Gobi Desert. There was always so much focus on saving the planet.
Ready for new
saving
Fortnite season?
whales, saving bees,
Oh my
saving
gosh,
the
dude.
trees.
Yes.
With the
Yes.
deserts, am I right?
We
Make 'em
watched it.
green. I knew it was
It
over
was
when
fun.
those
It was
idiots
awesome.
deliberately tried to flood
I hadn't
parts
played
of
in
the
like
Sahara with
2
one
weeks,
species
obviously,
of tree.
but
I mean, come on.
My son and I were both
Publicity
level
stunt by a
139,
French paper manufacturer with
and
deeper
I got on my
pockets.
PC and he
And no
was
one blinked
sitting
an
on the
eye.
bed over
It
here
was
on
meant
the
to help,
Switch,
but the
and we
Sahara
had
Tree
his
Project
friends
literally
on a
poured salt
FaceTime
into
call.
the
They were
wound.
on their Xbox and
Started
Switch
out well enough,
respectively.
but some unknown
And
fungus wiped
they're
them
like
all
the
out, but not
squad I play
before
with
they had
mostly is my
sucked
son's
all the
friends.
fertile
And,
phosphorus out
dude,
of the
we all
sun
watched
blowing
it
over the
together,
Atlantic.
and like my daughters were
Effectively
behind
salting
watching
the
'cause
Amazon
they pay
basin
attention
like
to
an
the storyline. They
Italian
don't play as much,
grandmother
but
making tomato sauce.
It was,
and then there was no
it was
turning
awesome.
back.
It was a cool event.
Deserts are why we exist at all,
So ready.
you know.
So ready for the next
Now as
season.
much as then, so history repeats itself. To paraphrase geologist William Grayboe, the ancestors
try to
of
hit this
modern
button.
man did not leave the trees left them. So, are we then the neo-great apes leaving the
just
proverbial
under.
trees? The stars, our new savannah? From that perspective, we didn't leave Earth so much as Earth left us.
We're just under it again.
The desert was always one step ahead, and in a way, we started living on Mars before we
We're gonna have to get on the downslope this time.
Ah yes, not all of us up here pine for the fjords. Put me in the desert camp
When there's
for
like a
sure.
music break, I'll tell you the
That searing
storylines
blue
that are going
sky
on.
and endless horizon.
I'm gonna try and sneak some play during work. Nice. For sure,
I'm
stream
still
it
not
tomorrow.
used to
Ooh.
how close the horizon here is on Mars, and the strange sky still throws me off when I see it.
I just want to see what this button
And
does.
apparently I'm not the only
Nothing.
one.
I just hit it. Did nothing.
The Recreation and Relaxation Department has asked me to remind those complaining about the red color filter on the windows of the panorama observation
Okay,
deck.
well,
The sky on Mars
nothing
isn't
bad
just blue,
happens. You just
but
start
salmon pink.
over.
So please bear that in mind when submitting your request to visit the outer domes. And also bear in mind that the waiting list is now double
I
months
might
long.
have to
so
sneak
book
in
early
some
for the experience.
watching at work. I'm on a different computer now, so it's a little trickier. I have my old computer still. I'm just not on it as much.
You're tight beamed to Radio Nostalgia
All
from
right,
Mars.
so we do want to go in that tube.
Let's take a trip
Just don't know what to do after that tube.
into the
But
desert.
we got 13 shots again now. Alright, in the tube, my bro. Oh, that was so close, so close. Very, very good first try. Okay, so story so far. Earth is uninhabited. Not good. The rich have moved to Mars, and the super rich take vacations to Earth to golf. That's the basic story. This radio we're listening to is Radio Nostalgia that plays like a bunch of Earth history stuff like pre everyone going to Mars. Don't know who the main character is yet, but there's someone watching, and sometimes on some of the levels you'll see someone like sneaking around hiding in the shadows. And the clues you pick up in the diaries that we've been reading are from that person's point of view. So whatever, like we don't know who they are. But they say that it's weird that there's only one person golfing, because usually there's foursomes, obviously. If you're on a golf trip to Mars, it's going to be foursomes. So, my theory is we're a bounty hunter? Maybe not. So there's those three things going on. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm like 15 or 16 holes in, and I still haven't figured out the physics very good yet. Alright, we're in there. Took us 2. There's an elevator over there. Okay, hold on. That changes everything. Oh my god, I didn't see the elevator the first time. Okay. Okay, that fucking... Okay, that... Wait, that takes us up here then. And we can chip it through the roof. Oh my god, okay. Sorry, just had a brainwave. Okay. That changes everything. Hell yeah. Okay. Well, let's do the damn thing then. Oh, thanks for the lurk, man. Enjoy the movie. Oops. That's a frustrating walk. Oh wait, is that like a wall? Oh shoot, I gotta go up and over that way. Ah, crap. Oops. Alright. Well, hey, knowing the elevator there zone. Nice. Nice. Let's get in this Vader and go up. That actually telegraphed it really well. It's gonna be tricky to do though. I kind of spent a lot of time fucking around. Set up shot. Get in there. Breakthrough, breakthrough. Ooh, that killed it. That killed it. Okay. This is a long putt. This is a long putt.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Yes! Oh!
Well, that brings us towards the end of this particular show. I hope you've enjoyed our rather geological excursion into the past. From
Par.
music to stories
That's our first
and
par.
memories, Radio Nostalgia from Mars has
Should we
its
go
all.
back and do it again? I think
If you
we
want to
can.
be involved with RNFM, have a story to tell, a memory to share, contact us via the usual intranet channels.
we do it.
And leave
We
a
need
short
that other-
message
we need that
outlining
other
your
memory.
Contribution. A big thank
Need
you
that
to
other
our show
memory.
sponsor, OMAS, the no stress, no fuss drink for the ultra elite. And a big
in
thank you
one.
to corporate for allocating us this precious time and their resources on this tight beam to you.
Allocating my precious time. Yeah, come up here, my dude. My space dude. My space dude. How cool
I
is
hope
that?
you've enjoyed the show. It's been an absolute pleasure to share this time
How
with you.
cool is that?
We're playing out now with some uplifting melodic techno to remind us to always look onwards and upwards. We may have traded
That's
blue skies
amazing.
for pink, but don't forget, we still live and love under the same sun.
We still all live and love under the same sun. Never forget that, I suppose. It's gonna be real high. Oh. There we go. Okay. I wasted a few shots. Wasted a few shots. Maybe we'll chip in there. Guess that's the idea. Settle? Okay, good. What? Oh, you piece of poop. I thought they were gonna give that to me. That was clearly on the right side of that little blue line. Clearly. We're not poking around anymore. We're landing this sucker right on top of the hole. Yes. Alright. Alright. That's how we do it. Oh god. No, we got par again because I can't putt to save my life. Oh. It's too much like real golf. It's too much like real golf. It's hurting. That hurt too much. That hurt the soul. Oh.
limited bandwidth, this transmission will repeat.
Stretch it out, buddy. Stretch it out.
This transmission will repeat in 30 seconds.
Oh no, too close to that wall.
Due to limited bandwidth, this transmission will repeat in 20 seconds.
Okay.
In 15 seconds. In 10 seconds.
There we go. We're up there.
In 5 seconds.
We are up there.
In 1 second.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Hello, all you Martians out there.
Hello.
It's your turn, fixed foot soul, with a bit of that old world flavor. You're tuned to Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
Oh, sit there.
Breathe easy, kick
It's
back,
not gonna take us, is it?
and reminisce.
Oh, it did take us that time. That was the exact same spot that it didn't take us last time. There's a pixel difference, maybe. Pixel.
Humanity. Don't let go while on this ride. There will be no surprise. All I know is that we shouldn't be sad when we think of the road ahead. Take my hand. Don't let go.
I love that statue with the freaking
I know we won't get lost. Oh
There we
no.
go. There we go. I don't know why it's so hard. We're almost halfway.
Don't let go.
Aphrodite with a selfie stick. Art and museums were my
The signs are
and
fake
bookstores
and the maps are false.
Person of my own height.
But we must.
That May in the plaza was one of the finest days in my life. She and I were drunk on wine. That evening, we sat in front of the Rome's house of Levi.
Whisper directions through our keys as we drift through this metropolis. Take your earphones off and listen to me.
19.
And I'll guide you through this cacophony. People talk, but they've nothing to say.
Okay, 19.
Why would anyone know the way?
Balconies. Roof.
Take my hand.
Ledge there.
Don't let go.
Belchmers.
I know we won't get lost. Oh no, wait.
The game is
Take
alive.
my hand.
Is that what that?
Don't let go. The signs are fake and the maps are false, but we must go on.
So it really doesn't want you to go along the bottom. Or there are cars. Those tubes turning. Oh, that's the dude! That's the person! There's teddy bears.
Take my hand, we're almost there. I'm not going anywhere. GPS, no
Idiot once, idiot twice.
Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
Please no
What a way to start the show.
Radio Nostalgia.
Anna Chichen with Take My Hand, her sublime take on our wonderful project called Humanity. Beautiful. Plenty more to come into Soul Show, a show packed with stories and music to remind ourselves of where we are and how far we've come.
My dinking around will not withstand.
Our first caller for the show calls it like it is, and was a hard-hitting look back at the last days on Earth from the perspective of a shrewd businessman and loving father. Stories, memories, the good old days. Original sources, authentic tales, hope, inspiration, drama.
So now I'm stuck over here.
I worked in oil, brokering gasoline to be exact. It's a strange business, probably not like you would actually imagine it to be.
Might as well. Oh god, that's
my day started something like this. I check Reuters and my sheets. See if there's been a change in the fundamentals. See if the spread's up or down. And then when the clock strikes go, I'm on the phone. I could be calling some commercial shop in Bumble, Kansas, where little old Sue loves to know how my daughter's doing. Or I could be trying to get into the head of a powerful Russian who knows the world wants his phone number. That's when the psychology kicks in, and I go to work. If they pick up the phone, they're mine.
Okay.
That's the game.
How come it's so easy to do that?
I started when I was 29, 30. My boss was a coked-up, perma-tanned moron.
Why is
who
it
was
always
wasted
too
by
much
lunch.
that way?
More money
I
than
can't
sense.
do it.
Screaming at waiters because you don't drink gin out of a glass like that. And Caesar salad is supposed to have 8 pieces.
so
8 pieces of chicken, you stunted fool. Stunted fool was his favorite insult. It's coming from a guy who was 5 foot nothing.
Boom. That makes it
That
up
was
there.
pretty much my life. 24/7. I traveled a lot.
Okay.
Meeting
okay,
clients all
now I
over the
can do
world.
it.
The Amazon, the Gulf, Siberia, Central Asia, the States,
person?
Singapore, everywhere. Looking back, I can't claim that I ever would recommend that life, nor
like
can I
water
claim that I
all
was ever really happy doing it. But it was fun. I mean, talk about your share of moments. There was this one girl, some strange mix of Algiers and Paris, with some sprinkle of Havana.
Hop
a dancer,
over.
naturally.
Hop, 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 hop.
So pretty.
Can't land
She'd turn
it
a
there
priest's
though.
head or give a nun a
Hop, hop, hop up.
Sometimes I wonder what happened to her.
Oh my god.
But we all had the same feeling. This can't last. And sure enough, we were right.
I'm gonna have to.
First, you couldn't drink the water. Then you couldn't eat the crops. And pretty
There's no
soon, we
way I
wouldn't
can
be
hit
able to
this
breathe.
one. I have to go for this bottom one.
I remember looking at Emmy and wondering what kind of a future would she have.
Get
So
it.
I decided to do
Stay in
something
there.
about it.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
The Mars
Yeah, we
project
gotta
was
go
Plan
up.
B for planet Earth, which was most evidently. The family and I had already put down
Get up
roots in
there.
Tesla
No,
City by
no.
the time the great catastrophe really hit.
No. Oh.
The corporation knew my contacts in the world of drilling and
Wait, where
refining
did
would be
that-
useful.
Where did I go wrong there?
So I adapted my skills to something more practical. Now we are all that keeps this little planet running. Mining those Martian chemicals for the battery banks. Martian cement for the buildings. My pure little Emma has a future.
There's no way.
When somebody
I can
sits
make
down and
this
writes
stick
this all up
there.
for the history books, it might just
Gotta
be
get
men
up
like
there
me
first.
they'll be hailing as heroes. It's men like me who saved humanity.
Yeah, nope. Just does not go that.
Men like me who took us further than we ever dreamt possible.
Now climb back up.
Radio
There's a reason it gives us
Nostalgia
19
from
shots.
Mars.
Wow, some pretty heavy stuff. Reminds us that all kinds made it up here to Mars, but we're all in it together now
Pretty heavy stuff.
and remain creatures of the world.
Oh god, I did it again. At least I'm up first.
You're a tight beam to
Up and
Radio
over.
Nostalgia
Yes,
from
okay.
Mars.
Okay.
Music for the lost days of Earth.
There's still hope. This hole is no joke. 7 shots, one. Maybe. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Settle, settle. Oh, no. Get in there. Oh. Right, in between them. In between them. There we go. Nope. More and higher. Alright, that's apparently a longer shot. There we go. Gotta make this one. It's over. Goodbye, cool world. Poof. Goodbye. Goodbye. Alright. We got this. Oops. That's what. There we go. Settle. Yes, yes. Oh, I don't know. Oh, settle. Okay, okay, alright. I haven't forgotten about you. Think I'm sympathetic towards you? Oh no. Get legs. Okay, it's not terrible.
Reach up to what was the sky. I whisper a poem or two, but they seem quite lost on you. The smell
Get up there.
of sweat and blood from stone. The news is lost, the children gone. Enter the rat race, step out of home. Embrace our new code.
Come on, baby. Oh, yes. Oh.
Reaches of the world.
Post-truth, really.
Reaches of the world.
Settle. Yes.
Reaches of the world.
Okay, okay. Okay.
You're home away from home.
Radio nostalgia.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Creatures of the world.
Yeah.
Now that Attracted takes us back.
Okay.
Stefan Milenkovic, pining for blue skies, us musing on the games we play.
Come on. Come on.
Just a reminder that until
Settle.
further notice, there is a moratorium on all team leaders playing card and board games with their teams,
Okay.
following an incident
Okay,
over
here
a
we
game
are.
of Monopoly in Section C.
Is my ball down
All
there?
senior section team leaders will convene for
Oh, it's
emergency
behind that
counseling
leaf. I was
and
like,
anger
where's the
management
ball?
courses.
It's literally behind
Until
the leaf.
then,
You can
there'll
barely
be no
see the little glow.
intersectional board game tournaments and no
Wow.
games with groups larger
Cool.
than 4 people
Okay.
at a time per team. In the interim, teams are encouraged to
I
take
made a putt.
advantage of the
That's the
half
first time I made a
ration
putt.
special on OMAS.
Maybe this whole game.
The delicious and relaxing drink that takes the edge off of everything. Our next caller, Yamil, takes us into her world of food, smells, sensuality.
If you are just watching this in the later half, the story is just starting over again, and it is very good. She leaned over on the balcony in her white shirt, sipping on morning coffee. Took her from behind. The bohème played from the laptop. Feldschmerz and fresh bread were in the air. The Alexanderplatz Tower still standing. But not anymore, presumably.
I have nightmares. I'm happy to be alive, but I knew many who deserved to live
Until
more
I
than
stumbled
I did.
on a group hitting an orange
This
ball.
is a radio program about nostalgia, not guilt.
Oh, I forgot to.
I've been nostalgic
told the little
since I was 20.
albino character
when
that I hadn't
left
forgot them,
Havana.
but
In Europe, I felt
them.
different. Each country has a smell. Mars doesn't. Where I come from, the smell of the ocean.
I missed that the first time.
Mango, bananas, coconut, mama's
Oak
food,
Park Festival.
ropa vieja, de la abuelita, el congris, la yuca con mojito. The most beautiful
This is
sun of
a
Malecón,
platforming
the
course.
smell of my street when the rain falls. All of that
I wonder if
made
that
me
squirrel will
into the
carry my
person
ball
I
for
am.
me.
So when I left, I grew stronger. I experienced the world, but forever stayed incomplete. So now I'm double nostalgic.
I want to see.
We were full of life, laughing on warm nights under the sky.
What?
Each other.
The squirrel just steals your
The
ball
air
straight
filled
up.
With the smell of sweat from dancing with Orquesta Aragon playing from an apartment.
Oops.
Now, the only way I can feel this scent is by singing.
Oh god. Wait, how? How are you supposed to make it stick on that? Settle, 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 settle.
No sé decirte cómo fue.
There's no way. There's no way you have to be
No
that
sé
perfect with it.
explicarme qué pasó,
Settle.
pero de ti
Okay. Took 5 to get there. There's no squirrels in the other one though. There's water though.
fue una luz
Jesus.
que iluminó todo
Go,
mi
go, get
ser.
legs, get legs. Oh no.
Tu risa como manantial
Settle, 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 settle.
lleno mi vida de
I'm sorry, this poor lady song. It's so gorgeous, but
fueron tus ojos o tu boca
just get over the
fueron
water.
tus manos o tu voz
How about that?
mejor la impaciencia de tanto
Yes, I see you, squirrels.
esperar tu llegada mas no
You
sé
sit there. You sit there. Good ball.
no sé decirte cómo
6
fue.
strokes. 1.
No sé
2, 3,
explicarme qué
no
pasó, pero de ti me enamoré.
Sit, 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 sit. Oh, is there a little lip on these bad boys? Oh, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't know that, so I keep being extra careful.
What a wonderful story. Reminds us that life is about so much more than just
That was a
base
beautiful story,
survival.
Yumil. Oh. Well,
Well, living in space has always been challenging.
nope, too much.
And here's a song that pokes a little fun.
Damn
living in
squirrels.
cramped quarters. Needs no introduction. Argue all you want.
Okay,
It's
sit
a
there.
classic.
You sit,
Take
sit.
a moment, relax, and remember, with
It's
Radio
all over.
Nostalgia from Mars.
There we go. Yeah, not that time, you little squirrel bastard. Not that time. I see you down there. With your tricks.
Together in space. A very different sight from the
Gotta
Cold
make
War
this one.
arms race.
It's over.
Kubrick or Tarkovsky, Solaris or 2001.
Hey, it's over.
Dostoevsky.
Goodbye, ball.
Project London, two astronauts argued about art, values and international relations. Two astronauts
Settle. Settle. No.
Америка убила иракцев, убила чехов, убила Мумию. Она убила корейцев и
Get legs.
распространяя демократию. Don't get me started on
Somewhere between those. Get there. Oh my goodness. That felt like punishment. There we go. Sit, 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 sit. Okay. 4 off the tee. Here we go. 4 off the tee. Banging it out. Oh, no, way too much.
Speak in two tongues, but still for hours
There we go. Sit there. Beautiful. Beautiful. What a song. Get over that water. Yep. Think I can make it on that second stump? High risk, high reward. Oh! So bad I can. Oh, not too much. There we go. There it is. Sit there, sit there, sit there. I think I took too many though. I think I took too many. Yeah, we could maybe get this. Sit there, perfect, you beautiful ball. Oh, you beautiful ball. We still got this. Oh no, not enough. Crap. Stupid fucking squirrel. Never had anything against squirrels until today. Oh, you did it at the end for me. Okay, I'm sorry I got mad at you. Look at all those balls! Oh, what a twist. Okay, hey, squirrel, cheers to you. Cheers to the squirrel. You know what? For as many fuck yous as I gave him, came through in the end. Came in clutch. Thank you, squirrel. Squirrels of Alphaville. We went on our first date here in the park. I can't believe I'm back in Alphaville. When I was still in college, I had my first internship at Silicon Valley. Unpaid, of course. Yeah. The future is not so different from the present. Bye, little squirrel guy. You were pretty cool for a second. I see a shapeshifter. Are they a shapeshifter? These hazmat-clad Martians were collecting samples. Ooh. Hope we have a couple easier ones besides that out of there. Besides what was happening previously. Oh my. Oh my. Sauteed. Music from the good old days. Radio nostalgia from Mars. 17.
And arguably the first interplanetary hit to
Apparently these are mutant seagulls, although I have not seen any evidence to support this claim.
Please follow habitat protocols for sanitation. No liquids other than bodily in the main bin, including pee. Some of you don't like it.
Oh my god. I was like, where is the hole? Oh.
Speaking of pee and poop.
Speaking of pee and poop. Jesus Christ. Okay, there it is.
What it's like to be a new mother on Mars.
There's a tube. There's a tube. There's a little platform.
I'm so happy we
It's all platforms over to the tubes. It's all platforms to the tubes, my dude. Settle. Settle. Okay, not bad, not bad.
I'm so grateful for the opportunity to further human survival.
Not bad.
Speaking of the human project, I have some exciting news. Just a week ago, we welcomed our baby boy into the world.
Okay.
Words cannot
Here we
express
are.
how overjoyed we are at welcoming little Maxim. Putting him to bed reminds me of my parents. From our window here in Tesla City, we can see the Earth,
I don't know.
tiny enough to fit in Maxim's hand. It pains me that my child might never experience
Oh, what? That was as close as it could have been without being able to go over your butt. Yeah, butt.
the houses of our friends, our evening parties, full of life compared to this barren, rugged terrain. I send my little Martian to sleep.
Oh, even that was right on the edge. Whew. It's a harsh perspective. don't know if I can make it over there. Oh god, barely. That was the only shot in the world that would have made it. Do we go up? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3. If I play it right. Going down might be better.
Thank you, Sophia, for that.
Oh, you can't. You gotta go through.
Finds a way.
You gotta do that if you're gonna do that, apparently.
Just
Okay.
as precious as a new life is the water that sustains it. You
I
may
wonder if
notice
this'll
that
work.
it doesn't rain here on Mars.
Too much.
So another friendly reminder that showers are
Testing out the
strictly limited
physics,
to 30
testing out the
seconds each,
physics.
with no exceptions. Corporate is looking into extending this time
Ooh,
frame.
almost.
It is meeting resistance from Section BC, who want the lab rat urine to be excluded from the water recycling
Here we go.
program, which would actually reduce allocated shower times to 27 seconds.
No way.
Want to say in this?
It's way too hard.
Join our sectional weekly meetings and vote while sipping on a relaxing tube of bone
Close.
mass. Feels good?
I wonder about even getting up top.
Radio
No.
nostalgia from Mars.
How about that? Oh, this goes. It's so tricksy. How about that? Oh no, I bounced off the. Not enough.
Like spaceship goes around the sun.
Way too much.
A diver's breath in deep blue sea.
I think going down really is the only way.
Make up sex on a sunless day. Plane on a runaway.
Goodbye, ball.
Dance like a
Goodbye.
dream in the sun. It doesn't fool anyone. Like a desperate man taking his chance. Quick as they said.
I wonder what that wind does. It's awfully conspicuous.
Eyes open and don't you blink. You'll miss the boat before it sinks.
There we go. Wow. That took it. Oh, that one didn't though.
Passes quickly.
It kinda did. Hmm. I don't know if I can rely on that. That's kind of tricksy. Holy buckets! And then it just does it? Cool. I'll take it. Fly down there, my dude. You deserve it. It's rough out here. It's barely gonna make it. Oh, such a weird angle.
Speed on the Autobahn. Like spaceship goes around the sun.
Oh, goodness gracious. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Passes like your thoughts of me.
This game is becoming more stressful than anticipated.
Sex on sunless day. Like an airplane on a runaway. Bounce like ice cream.
It's gonna be vibing.
Doesn't fool anyone. Like a desperate man taking his chance. Quick as they set your first desk. Keep your eyes open and don't you blink. You'll miss the boat before it sinks. Start passes quickly like bursts like a bomb. Like a child in the morning it will soon
Oh, Jesus.
come. So hold it
Oh, God.
close and
Wind caught that
hold
one.
your breath. The time will come when nothing is left. 'Cause
Better.
life passes quickly.
You're home away from home.
Do I want the wind?
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Life passes quickly, indeed. Another blast from the past,
Come on,
reminding
come on,
us to
come on.
savor each moment as
All
it
right,
flies
all
by.
right, I'll take it. It's exactly what I was
Savoring
hoping
things,
for.
the health and well-being
Beautiful.
department would like
See
us to
that
remind
guy?
you
See
that the
that?
popping and fizzing noise your dried food makes when you're adding water is
There's still a
perfectly
long
normal
way to go.
and does
Holy
not mean it
moly.
has gone off or is contaminated. The health and
those
well-being
tubes.
department would also like to take this moment to remind you to take your bone density
Sit
pills
up
twice
there,
a week
beauty.
now. As it was
Beautiful.
discovered, the original dose is off by a factor of 2.
Oh no. Seagull, what you doing?
Right.
Seagull, what
On
you
with the
doing?
show. Music
What
and
you doing with my
dancing
ball?
have always been a mainstay of stress relief and
What
letting go.
are you?
Our next caller Merva recalls her teenage clubbing days, vivid memories of
Oh, well,
first kisses,
well, thank you.
life-altering club experience.
Well, hey diddly ho.
Stories, memories, the good
Dude,
old days.
fuck those tubes, I guess, eh? Okay.
Hope, inspiration.
All right.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Well, okay.
So, when I was a kid in Vienna, in high school, we used to learn all the German poets, like Best Friends, Goethe and Schiller. But the first poet that actually spoke to me was Heinrich Heine. I knew a couple of Heine's poems by
That was a
heart
good shot.
that are now buried
That was a good
somewhere
shot.
deep in my mind. But one passage about burning books stuck with me. Yes, even till today.
Always a pussy
So,
with the
just
putts.
to
I can't
fast
putt to
forward
save my
to
life.
college, just a couple of years before
Can't
the
do
great
it.
catastrophe.
Hey, 12 out of 17 ain't bad
I was
for like
walking around Berlin
however
with
many playthroughs I was to do
a
that.
group
That was a
of
tricky hole.
friends
That
coming
seagull
from a
helped me
house
out.
Party. Phew, I still remember that apartment smelling of potatoes. Yes, because we always made.
Whoa, it's so
hummus
windy up
and
here. I can
drank
see where my
schnapps
apartment used to be
before
from here.
heading out. Yeah.
Oh, FOMO was the hippest bar in the city.
And after that, I remember passing
Interesting.
by Alexanderplatz on that very, very
8:48.
hot night. And next to me was a guy I liked. We kissed
Alright.
before, but I can't say
I'm going
I
to
really
take a break
remember that.
and have a quick bite to
Probably
eat.
from all the drinking, or
Probably go
maybe
for
he was
another
just
hour
a
or so
bad
on this
kisser.
game. Don't think we're gonna make it to the
But
end of it. I really
can
wanted
still
to,
feel
but
this sticky,
anyway,
sweaty,
take a bite,
and
go for another
very
hour or so, and
ambivalent feeling
we'll get darn close.
of
We'll
us
finish it up
holding
on
hands.
Tuesday.
Yeah, anyways, we
'Cause we're
popped
back to
some
our regular
pills
schedule.
and entered our techno church that, well, now
least we
when
got some
I
cool
think
music while you
back, I
guys wait.
visited more often than my college. And
We'll be-
I remember the beat in my chest and all these young bodies moving in this industrial space. I used to love dancing and counting beats in techno songs, but one song was very strange. It just went repetition, 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 and then this female vocal would creep out of nowhere. And then suddenly I felt very dizzy, so I sat on the ground and held my knees closely to my chest. It was some sort of like, like protective instinct. I was like an animal. And I felt cold sweat dripping down my neck. Ugh. And I'm sure my guy thought I was completely crazy. And then out of nowhere, the Heine lines clearly came to me. I sat there motionless, surrounded by the ugly, hypnotic, delirious atmosphere. And no effort to recall Heine's lines. They were just there, planted in my head. Wilde, düstere Zeiten dröhnen heran und der Prophet, der eine neue Apokalypse schreiben wollte, musste ganz neue Bestien erfinden. Und zwar so erschreckliche, dass die älteren johannischen Tiersymbole dagegen nur sanfte Täubchen und Amoretten wären. Die Götter verhüllen ihr Antlitz aus Mitleid mit den Menschenkindern, ihren langjährigen Pfleglingen und vielleicht zugleich auch aus Besorgnis über das eigene Schicksal. And yeah, 2 years later, I ended up here, on Mars.
That does bring back memories of university days and sweaty club nights. Earthly hedonism at its finest. For the record, Corporate does not endorse or advocate the use of psychedelic drugs, and reminds you, dear listeners, that Class A drugs are just as illegal here on Mars as they were on Earth. Okay, disclaimer out of the way, we actually have a surprise for Mirva. We tracked down that weird song in her head and dug it out of the archives for all to hear. Grab a tube of OMAS and enjoy the ride while sipping on pure calm.
The deepest tunes, the warmest memories. Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Repetition, 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 disruption. Procrastinate, hibernate, isolate, masturbate, duplicate, fabricate, formulate, negotiate, calculate, allocate, accumulate, assimilate, eliminate, delineate, mediate, dictate, subjugate, interrogate, procrastinate, hibernate, isolate, masturbate, duplicate, fabricate, formulate, negotiate, calculate, allocate, accumulate, assimilate, eliminate, delineate, mediate,
You're listening to Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
Well, what can I say? No wonder that song got into her head. But with a little help from some friends, she pulled through. Another thing that can get into your head is living conditions here on Mars. Life up here on Mars can get a bit overwhelming at times, so along with the soothing OMAS drink, no stress, no fuss, it bears mentioning that wellness counseling is mandatory for all team members, regardless of rank or tenure. The wellness sessions are completely confidential and anonymous, but do remember that all conversations are monitored and recorded for security reasons, and you must have your ID badge and sectional access pass visible at all times. Okay, time for another story. Our last caller for Tussol's show is Francesco, who tells a haunting tale of his last days on Earth as the great catastrophe kicked into high gear.
Stories, memories, the good old days, original sources, authentic tales, hope, inspiration, drama, radio nostalgia from Mars.
It was an extremely humid summer. My parents would not let me out because of the floods in Italy. My father went outside. He was working in the greenhouse on the vineyard, and my mother was a doctor. She read Italian fairy tales to me. I was very small, but I remember many days when our neighbors would gather at our house and make plans. It rained heavily at night. They would only say to me, "Powerful people want to take my great-great-grandfather's land." But one image stuck in my memory. It was daybreak. I woke up and I could faintly hear in the dark, "Oh Gorizia, tu sei maledetta." Only later I understood the history behind this song. Outside I saw men and women, my father and mother, rifles in their hands. My father was crying and singing. I was at the door of the house. My mother turned, smiled at me, but it was a mysterious, confident smile.
I like this story too.
Cara
It's another creepy one.
che tu non mi senti.
Welcome back. I have eaten food.
Raccomando ai compagni
Maybe this time the button will work.
vicini di tenermi da conto i bambini, che io muoio col suo nome nel cuore. Of course,
20.
I had no idea where they were buried. Traditori, signori, ufficiali, che la guerra l'avete voluta, scannatori di carne venduta, e rovina della gioventù.
It's from Yellowstone.
12 years later,
My kids
the
sent me
Mars
so
mission.
Alright, how are we
In
gonna
a
do
way,
this?
the
There's
people
20
who
shots.
killed
There's
my
a secret.
parents found me in Italy.
There's a light.
And recruited me. Saved me, you can say.
Lights are
It is
obviously
ironic,
showing the
huh?
way.
My parents fought for freedom. I cannot say I'm free here on Mars. They took my
Slide.
semen this morning for the population
there.
increase program.
They took my semen this morning.
Here,
This game definitely
on Mars,
needs a
often in the
content
middle
warning
of the
for
night,
it.
I
do
hear
remember
my
seeing
parents saying, "Oh Gorizia, tu sei maledetta."
It's like a rocket launch site.
Per ogni
I guess we'll just go and see what we
cuore
see, huh?
che sente coscienza dolorosa ci
A little
fu
closer than I wanted.
la partenza e il ritorno per molti non fu.
The slide seems so
Gorizia, tu sei maledetta.
There's wind up there.
Per ogni cuore che sente
How far is that gonna blow us, though?
coscienza.
The slide's gonna put us there.
Dolorosa ci fu
Let's try the slide.
la partenza e il ritorno per molti non fu.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Slide don't like that. It's very weird. I don't think it's because of like how hard I hit it or anything either. I just think it doesn't like it. Oh no. Crap, totally missed it. Fly over there, spaceman. Let's figure out this short game of yours. Oh god. Too much. Oh no. Oh dear. Dear. Terrible at this game. We're gonna have to bounce it pretty dang hard. Oh jeez. Oh god, that's not good. Stop. Play to my strengths here. Too much. Man, poop. I gotta try to get back over there. Settle. This poor guy. Make him jet all over the place. There we go. That's better. Sit up there. Yes. Hi, rabbit. Wind. I didn't make the wind. Here we are down here in the valley. Nowhere near the hole. Just gonna kinda try to do our darndest here. See what there is to see. Hello, rabbit. Oh, I'm not even trying to put it in there. Just trying to just put it closer. Oh man. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, press the button. Oh dear. There we go. It's all a trick. They want you to go inside. Get up. The wind carries you to the where? Here, the second slot. I suppose that's a nice safe spot. I suppose. Settle. we're getting up here. We're getting up here. Okay. Much better. Much better. Much better. It is really high getting it up into that wind. Now's the time though. Okay. Beautiful. That's exactly where it was supposed to put us. Exactly where we needed to be. Careful going over those leaves. There's shit in there that steals the ball. I don't want to grab it yet. Pulling you under. Oh, goodness gracious. Hi, buddy. You're right by the weird rabbit. Okay, barely made it. Welcome to the stream. If you're just joining us, this is very good music, very good story. How they're weaving 3 stories into this silly golf game. It definitely has a whole vibe. I'm really digging it. Okay, get over that thing. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, we tried once.
The deepest tunes, the warmest memories. Radio nostalgia.
Here's
from
our
Mars.
guy. Here's our host.
Well,
Radio
that brings us to the
nostalgia.
end of the show. It's been
Get
a
up
real
there.
journey. Music,
There we go.
stories, and memories.
Ooh, I like the sound of it hitting
Radio
that ding, ding,
Nostalgia
ding.
from Mars has it all. If you want to be involved with R&D and have a story to tell, a memory to share,
Oh, shit.
contact us via the usual internet channels and leave a short message outlining
Did that
your
give me a strike?
contribution. Once your story idea is vetted and greenlit by corporate,
too much.
we'll track you down to organize a time to record you.
I knew it as soon as I did
Please
it.
note that not all stories are accepted, and we are not permitted to give out criteria, so stories and ideas are submitted
getting close.
at your own risk.
No.
A big thank you to our show sponsor, OMAS, the no stress, no fuss drink for the ultra elite. And a big thank you to
Settle,
corporate
settle,
for
settle,
allocating
settle.
us this precious time and their
Okay, close
resources on
enough
this
to make
tight
this
beat
happen.
to you. I hope you've enjoyed the show.
Settle,
It's been a pleasure to take
settle.
your hand.
Oh,
We're playing now with Crowded in My Mind, a song that always reminds us that no matter how cramped and stuffy we feel, in the end, there is always,
There's
a breath of fresh air in
the
memories
memories
of blue skies.
Muzika iz starih dobrih dana. Radio nostalgije sa Marsa.
Settle. Settle. Even if I put this in the hole, we have to do it again. Oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, okay. Just blowing away the leaves for us. We have to do it again even if this goes in because I need that sweet, sweet diary entry. Goodbye, ball. I wonder what happens to the poor squirrels if they steal the ball and the ball explodes. That's something maybe we not think about too hard, or we'll all get sad. Oops. Poor squirrel. Hit that button. Okay, what song is this? I want the soundtrack, for sure. Banger soundtrack on this. Is this your game? Oh, how did I not get up there? How did I not get up there? I call bullcrap. Co-working. Wait. Digidorpamine? Wait, is this like a living space / working area? In an industrial complex that's fun because there's a slide going out of it.
Shanghai, Belgrade, Rio, Bombay, Mexico City, Moscow. Crowded on the streets.
Settle. You sit there. You settle.
Phones, crowds in the papers, crowded sounds in the wind. It's crowded in our city.
the world? Why is it going so far? How come it doesn't do that when you're super close to the grid? Get legs. Alright, up we go. Up we go. We are really pushing it again. Oh, I don't know. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. It's as high as it goes. Get up there. You gotta get legs. That's as high as it goes. That's as high as it goes. Here we go. Topsy-turvy. Topsy-turvy. No way. No way we're making it. Too much. That beginning part really is something tricksy. Wow. Bye, Paul. Oh, come on. Oh, you bastard. Oh. Can't do it. Can't do it. Gotta restart. Just high enough. But I was aiming so high, like stupidly high.
Please stand by for next transmission.
I'll take it in 2.
Please stand by for next transmission in 30 seconds.
I would totally jet back around too, my dude. I would totally do the same thing.
Please stand by for next transmission.
That was a good
in 20
second
seconds.
shot. Second shot.
In 15 seconds. In 10 seconds.
Get up there, baby. Beautiful.
In 5 seconds. In 1 second.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Okay.
Yeah, to all you Martians out there, welcome to another edition of Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
Okay,
Plenty of great stuff coming your way
there's a
on
putt.
the Soul Show. You know, a little that old Terran flavor. Some more stories from our beloved callers, and news and views from around our base.
Think that'll work. I think that'll do just fine. Got a long way to go. Let's not fuck it up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Like I see it. Love to see it.
To Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
Go tight beamed. Alright, we're gonna hit that wind, and away we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Fly, my dude. Fly. Oh, look at the bunny. He's in a different... Oh, there he goes. Down to his regular position. Gotta give it your go. Oh, goodness gracious. If I am like... Oh. Oh. I gotta remember that angle. That's the angle of doing it right there. It's either all or nothing. Oh. Always takes 2 shots to get in there. almost there. Don't fuck up now. Settle. Settle. Stroke doing that instead of putting blind. The world may never know. Get going. That's way too far. That's too short. Yes! Yes! Oh, we just needed a birdie. That's all we needed, and we got it. Oh my goodness. We needed that for the diary. Digidopamine. Oh, that's what I said. I couldn't read it because of the font. Digidopamine. As far as I'm concerned, it became clear that the collective somnambulist delusion would destroy us when Digidopamine became the most successful internet company on the planet. There's the launching site in the distance. Clear that the collective somnambulist delusion would destroy us. Oh boy.
Kicking off the show with a club classic,
Alright,
Hoto
it is
2021.
Actually
a long lost birthday anthem recently discovered in the archives here on Mars.
Call it done for tonight.
That should take most of us back to the days when Mars was nothing but an evening star in the sky, and large social gatherings were still normal.
I can't do anymore. I have work tomorrow. Today's my first day off in 12 days.
Look out for
I have played multiple video games. I did the Fortnite event, which was awesome. I got to start this game, which is beyond my dreams of what I thought it would be.
As always, we've collected some stories from our beloved callers. And up first is a young man.
Thanks for joining
who
us.
might just be the luckiest one of us all.
События, воспоминания, старые добрые времена, оригинальные источники, подлинные истории, надежда, вдохновение, драма.
If you're in chat and you want to go raid someone, say what's up. There's not really anybody on anybody.
I mean, the rumors about something big happening in Alphaville have been floating
But hey,
for a few years.
thanks for hanging out.
And of
We
course
will.
it was impossible
We're
to
gonna pick this
separate
up
fact
again
from
on
fiction.
Tuesday. This is a fun
At
game.
that time, I barely
Very
made
much
it through
enjoying it.
Sergeant territory to this
And
floating ghetto
see you
about
all
an